with Baba is you, where as soon as we got into the garden, everything was nightmares and I was bad at everything but relaxing spot. Let's find a relaxing spot, okay? I'm not relaxed by this spot. Okay. Water is sink, belt is shift, Baba's us, Kiki on rock is weak, Texas float, hedges stop, rock is push, Kiki on rock is weak. Fascinating. We haven't a Kiki at the moment. Water is sink, so what is the problem with doing this? Well, my dear chum, but of course, we will sink if we try and put the flag to be win. What if we say text on rock is Kiki? And then text on Kiki is rock and get 2 rocks. How about that then? Text on rock is Kiki. Yeah, and then we push it up like this, such that that Kiki is the thing that disappears. That's not what I meant to do. Text on rock is Kiki. Oh, right, that's why Kiki is on rock weak. Understood, okay. To prevent me from doing that. Well, we could probably just do it the other way, right? Just say Kiki is rock. Oh no. I see the problem. I meant rock is Kiki. Even if I were to then say text on Kiki is rock, it would spawn in a rock on the Kiki and then the same problem. Okay, so what would be the benefit of... Oh, okay, well, so I guess we could convert back and forth. I could say, starting from the top here, if we do rock is text, then we get another keyword rock, and we do text on text is rock? No, Okay, so let's say that rock is Kiki. And then let's say that the... okay, idea, sort of. Kiki is push. Let's see if this does anything faintly helpful. Get Kiki across here, and then stop Kiki from being that, and then they say... Ooh, whoops. Sure, and then Kiki is rock. No, I don't know. I thought that would help, actually, now that I think about it. But the conveyor belt is surely to let you... It's either to force you to make 2 rocks before you get up here, or... Well, hang on a minute. Oh, right, I was going to say what's to stop you from just bringing some text along with you, but then it blocks your way, because the text doesn't float over the rock. And what, pray tell, if I said text on rock is Kiki? I guess I couldn't really get it to happen, and, like, I couldn't do this. Oh, right, well, it wouldn't help anyway, sorry. I guess I meant the other way around. Rock on text, but that doesn't get us an extra item, does it? It just turns this thing into Kiki, which is what we could have already done if I did this. Though it does get the 2 objects over there, the is still blocking our thing, though. But does this help? Oops. Does this help us get text over there, though? Not really. And even if we could, rock is not push right now. Okay, hang on. So if you turn the object then into text, you get 2 of that keyword. Kiki is text. We have 2 Kiki words. Kiki keywords, if you will. But that really doesn't help if we don't have either of them. If Kiki on rock is weak, we want 2 Kikis or 2 rocks. I think. Well, at least as a base assumption. I can't do text on text as anything because we only have 1 text keyword. Am I supposed to get it over there before I do stuff with the text? Or after. Yeah, what happens if I go rock on text as Kiki? Oh, then it's not, then Kiki isn't push, right. We don't got enough words for that. We don't have enough ises either. Right, because I gotta remember we're not adding anything here. It's not like rock on text makes Kiki, it is. So the number of objects we have now is the number of objects we're going to have. So it's like you want to do text on something is something, but text on Kiki is rock and text on rock is Kiki. Both immediately result in that thing exploding because Kiki on rock is weak. That's the whole point. So rock on text is Kiki is fairly not helpful at the moment because we could have just as easily said rock is Kiki. There's no major difference between Kiki and rock otherwise in terms of the rules. Just that Kiki explodes if it touches the rock. It feels like this is another one where they want you to do some shenanigans where you like push something into the conveyor belt and end up with it on you, and then do this to push it to the right. But I don't see how that helps, because if there are 2 things, they're blocking this. Unless one of them isn't a thing, in which case you lack the... Oh. No, yeah, you can't get... It's not like you can get 3 words here and still get in yourself. Oh, they're not even affected by the conveyor belt anyway, so it's not like you could somehow be in there on the bottom, push one up, and then the other 2 come falling out after. Although it might be pertinent that they're not affected by the conveyor belt. This is another one that doesn't feel like it's supposed to be this hard. Oh, hold on a minute. Rock on text is pushed. Is that anything? It might just be, because then we can move them both, but while keeping them in a sort of like, in like the same spot, right? So we still get two things to... Oh, right. Okay. Okay, yeah, that definitely wasn't supposed to be that hard. Silly me. Sorry. Okay. Very much overcomplicated, that one. Ah, that's the one with the extra level. Secret Garden. Let's have a look-see, shall we? So it's going to be something like an extension of that. Okay, that definitely should not have been that difficult. Skull on Kiki and Rock is weak. So if Skull is on the same spot as Kiki and Rock, it explodes, which I think is what we want. Water sink, belt is shift, Bob is us, Skull's defeat, Texas float. And stop, Rock is push. So we need a Kiki and a Rock to just do away with the Skull. And Kiki is no longer weak to rocks. So, and the push is up here in like a corner, okay? So to do something like text on Rock is Kiki, what would be the issue? And then, oh, what are we getting rid of, I guess? I guess it's the word text, huh? Can we do that? Text on Rock is Kiki. Not with, it would be hard to get the Kiki word out. I guess maybe it's on. Text on Rock is Kiki. Let's give that a try. We get a Rock and a Kiki. And then... Oh, but then it just turns it into Rock is Kiki. Which is fine, because we can break it like... Oh, but we can't break it like that. Hang on. So that would mean I need to do it like... Wait, how would I need to do it? Oh, well, I could just push the rock to where I need it to be first, can't I? Right, okay. Of course. And it doesn't matter if Kiki is in the weird place. I just go text on Rock is Kiki. Oh, I can't push it through? Oh, because Rock is still pushed. No problem. Let's get the Kiki there. And then... This might not be right, actually, because we need to get the Rock and stuff back out, don't we? To put them back on his push. But just naively, text on Rock is Kiki. So then we get the text and the Kiki like that, and it gets the Skull gone, but we can no longer push these two, so that only helps so much. Ah, actually, how are we going to push them both through anyway, huh? Is there any situation we could do here that does, well, I can get them on the same place with our old trick like this. We don't necessarily need them both to be pushed by the end if we can do the text thing again. Like, get one of them to be pushed. Oh, in which case, is it as simple as just doing the same thing I did earlier, except horizontally? I don't know why I was assuming I had to do it vertically. Like we do text on Rock is Kiki. In fact, we should best do this with the is. Like this, and then break it, and then... Oh, we need that is. But if I leave it, then... Oh no, the Kiki word disappeared? Yeah, because we turned it into Kiki. Okay, sorry. So I can still get the Rock is push, and use a word... Yeah, this is fine, because then I've got a word on and Rock in the same spot. And then just make Rock is push, right? And then we go on our merry way, and Kiki gets to relax and stay behind. Oh, no, because Rock is affected by the conveyor belt. Interesting. Maybe it's fine if we just push on the conveyor belt first? I need to see that happen to know what will happen. No, it'll just push the text then, right? Okay, yeah. I thought I was real close there. There's not enough room to do, like, Rock on text is push. But even if it was, that would be our last words. So what did I do to make all this happen? Interesting, wait, so we can't get push out of there. And it's not like we could have... I guess we have to do Kiki is push, Rock is push. So those words have to survive. Which means the Rock can't be right on the thing. Okay. So basically it's like, which word are we getting rid of? But then... If we're gonna end up with Rock is push, Kiki is push, and a Rock and a Kiki, we don't need on or text by the end. So that was my initial thought, I think. And we do something like text on Rock is Kiki, and then move it so that we don't lose either of those things. And then Rock is push. Oh no, we don't have enough is's for Rock is push, Kiki is push. That was the whole thing, right, duh. Unless we do something like this, and then we say Kiki is... I think we're gonna have to do the thing again where we get Kiki and Rock is push. Like, we get them on the same square. Which basically means... Because the thing is, if you turn it into an object, then you can make it part of the floor such that text can go over top of it, and then you turn the object underneath it into text also, and then you have the two texts on the same thing. But I believe you need at least one object at all times. here's our rock Kiki thing, which we need at the end when we already have a rock and a Kiki. So how does that happen? Oh, well, I guess because the on and or the text may transform. Oh, wait, maybe I was right when I had the rock on the skull, because then it turns into rock and Kiki, but then I can wait one and then it turns into two Kikis, then all I have to do is have Kiki be pushed, right? Ah, but that would mean that Kiki is the text that is exploding, wouldn't it? Let me try something. Right, and this is the problem we had earlier, was if you put the text doesn't go on the conveyor belt as well, so you can't get it conveyed onto the stationary rock. Right, okay. So maybe what we say instead is that the rock that's on the text is a Kiki? Well, then we just have the word Kiki and a Kiki there. Okay, right. So that's no good. And it's not like we can shift the statement over here to get rid of the is, or not that we want that, but do something like that, because then, well, if we did that, then we don't have the is anyway. I feel like I'm circling it here. I think that is the aim, is either we're making both the Kiki and the rock into one object by the end, or we're putting the keywords Kiki and rock on the same space so we can make them both is push. I don't think we're doing this thing with the text this time, because we are going to lose one word of text, I'm pretty sure, before the end of this, which will make it impossible to have... Oh, and sorry, it's not possible to do anything on text is push anyway. So the one object plus text is not going to happen like it did before. We're going to be pushing a Kiki and a rock, two Kikis, or two rocks. I'm pretty sure. And we're doing that at some point. I think I was probably closer with getting rid of tech on. Nope. How can that be? So it's fine for us to allow rock to become Kiki if and only if this thing is already gone, because the whole point of making the two of them is to get that thing gone. So if we're doing it this way, we now have to make it so that we get rock is Kiki. Oh, well, I guess I can just push them on individually to start, can I not? I don't know what we're doing after, but if we start with this, and then, oh yeah, okay, so we actually are doing the text thing, just not in the way I anticipated. So now that we've blown you up, we're going to push you across. I'm getting it now. And then we're going to push you across. And now that now that we don't have to worry about the conveyor belt and you're both on the same space, we just turn one of you into rock, into text rather. Like, boosh. Good, 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 good. Okay. Oh, sorry, we have to then make the other one push again. Okay, right. Yes, 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 yes. Good, all right. I did circle around that one and eventually find it. And by Jove, would you look at the time, that's all we had time for. So relaxing spot and its secret stage were all we did this episode. This garden is doing a number on me, but we are just about out of it. And then I can breathe, hopefully. The next video on the channel is going to be some more Hitman contracts. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I'll see you around. Admiral's going to be out of here now. Peace! Then gonna go over here and hit this wonk. Please tell me once enough. Okay, yes. Once is enough. You don't have to do it twice. I almost got kicked in the face by an owl with a trumpet who was trying to kill me. Climb it, please. I'm going to be fine.